Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your love and relationship reading for April 1st through the 15th. I like to start off with a reading for my singles, and then I move into a reading for my couples. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I'd like to encourage you guys to check out your moon and rising sign, and then check out a reading that correlates with your moon and rising sign and see if the information within those readings pertain to you more. I really focus on, you're really, for my singles, on your spiritual well-being and your mindset, because I really believe that that's a foundation for a healthy, loving relationship to grow on. And I believe in the law of attraction where you get back what you put out. And I really think that that's the basis for that. I'm going to be working with rose quartz, citrine, and fluorite today. Anyway, with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first card in the spread is the Three of Arrows, and this represents jealousy. This can indicate that maybe you're holding on to somebody from the past who you're no longer with, somebody who has recently moved forward in a different direction without you, which could be very difficult to process at times. And I think that this requires some more deeper processing and really working at letting go and trying to turn these feelings into a positive, which I know can be very difficult. This is what's covering you, and it's the Two of Stones. This is challenge. This has to do with a decision that you are based with, a decision that you're going back and forth with, which I really think has to do with letting go of this previous relationship where you're wondering, do I hold on and wait out for this individual, or do I move forward and pursue a new life without this person? And it seems like if there's feelings of jealousy, there's a good chance that your partner is trying to move on with his or her life in a different way, a separate life from yours. The next stone is what's crossing you, and this is the Archer. This has to do with reflection. This has to do with thinking a lot about the past and then executing how you're going to move forward in the future, but with an understanding and not being completely clear in regards with how you're going to move forward with that. Okay. The next card is the Page of Bows, and this represents the foundation for this situation. The Page of Bows has to do, this could be in regards to a situation that happened as far back as childhood, but is something that is very much still with you. This has to do with a tenacity. This has to do with curiosity and maybe a drive within you that's always seeking more. What else is out there? What's around the corner? This has to do with the adventure in you, the seeker in you. The next card is the Wanderer, and this has to do with the recent past. Now, the Wanderer really challenges This has to do with a decision that was recently made, a conscious, a deep decision, a path. And I really think that this has to do with this relationship that you're holding on to. There was a decision that was made to leave your old life behind and move forward in a different direction. However, there's some struggles that are going on right now where your old life is still pulling at you, which I really believe has to do with this relationship that you're really struggling with, this relationship that you're still holding on to, that you really just can't seem to move forward from, okay? The next card is your aspirations, and this is the Ten of Stones. This is a home card. This has to do with a secure feeling in your life being secure, with a secure relationship, and this is what ultimately you want to move forward to, okay? The next card is the Four of Stones, and this is a protection card. Now, I think that, since we're dealing with this angst and jealousy of this relationship that, you've let go from the past, but the relationship that's still pulling at you, you're wondering whether or not to move forward or, to continue to hold on. Now, I believe that the situation is really hurtful to you. This could also indicate that maybe there was some sort of infidelity that happened. There's some sort of deception that also happened within this situation, which is making you revert into yourself and being very protective of yourself to expose those inner vulnerabilities in order for you to prevent from getting hurt in the future. Now, the outcome of this situation is the Seven of Bows. This has to do with clearance. This has to do with working through all of this negativity that you're holding on to, getting rid of these feelings of jealousy, and being able to move forward. So it seems like the next 2 weeks is about you letting go of this relationship of the past and not so much more of, will somebody be coming into my life? This has to do with processing and working through these inner feelings, which is very important, because once this is processed and once we get this clearance state of mind, which it looks like you definitely will be able to do, it's just going to take some work. You're going to be able to build the foundation for a loving and healthy relationship to enter into your life, okay? Now, since we're really struggling with these feelings here, I think it would be beneficial for you to work with some fluorite, which will help balance those emotions, and it will also help with effective communication, okay? Work with some citrine, and this will help promote prosperity into your life. And when people think of prosperity, it's not just for the physical elements, it's also for the emotional as well. I also have some lepidolite, which is a very soothing, very grounding stone. This will take the edge off of the anxiety and the jealousy that you're feeling right now, okay? And last, I'd like to recommend that you work with rose quartz. This will open up your heart chakra so that you can work on your self-love, to give love and receive love. I'm also going to be adding a link in my information and in my about section on my page. It's to an Etsy site that my family member is developing. My sister is doing a lot of work with minerals, and she does a lot of spiritual energy work with them. And for those of you who don't feel comfortable going in a shop and finding them on your own, she'll be a really good resource for you and help you learn more about the properties of stones and really be a good resource for you. And you can find her at Etsy at Mountain Mystic. Oh my God, what is it? She's going to kill me. Okay, Mountain Mystic Minerals. Okay, so please check it out. All right, she's awesome. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to be moving into a reading for my couples. And I don't know, I like to usually switch up my decks, but I'm really drawn to this deck right now. Okay. So the first card in this spread represents what you're bringing into this relationship, and this is the Eight of Stones. This is skill. This is you. This is a representation of you putting forth the effort to move forward and continue to work at this relationship. This is a promise. This is also an indication of your commitment to this person, continuing to move forward, okay, and expressing your dedication to this relationship. This is the King of Stones, and this is where you are in regards to the other person. The King of Stones has to do with a collective approach and trying to stay in control. This is also a horse. So with the horse, a horse is very free-spirited and can sometimes just do whatever they want. This can sometimes be a struggle to stay in control and to make thoughtful, well thought out decisions in regards of this. But it's a struggle, to keep that balance between control and letting, our innermost desires, our anxieties get the best of us within a relationship. But this is also, again, another sign of you putting forth the effort and really being conscious about the way you go about this relationship. The next card is what you're hoping to get from this relationship. This is the World Tree. So this has to do with accepting the good and the bad, to continue to grow with this relationship, and to really put forth a deep commitment towards this relationship. This can indicate maybe wanting to move forward with marriage, or if you're already married, excuse me, this represents your dedication to that and to continue to move forward. It also has to do with the merging of yourself with another person, so to speak. This is the King of Bows, and this is what the other person is bringing into the relationship with you. The King of Bows is somebody who is very charismatic, very charming, can sometimes seem like this person is too good to be true. This person is probably a fire sign. This person is very passionate, so with passion comes the good and the bad. This person can also be very sensitive at some time and feels everything, which again could be good or bad. The Eight of Bows, this has to do with celebrating, coming together, and this represents what the other person, what they're getting out of this relationship. This person is very pleased. There's a lot of pride that's going on and celebrating. I really think that this person is on the same page with you as wanting to continue to move forward. This person is very proud of this relationship. The next card has to do with what they're hoping to achieve. And this is the 10 of Arrows. This is instruction. This person really trusts your intuition and the way that you handle relationships, and is really leaning on you to lead the way, to guide this relationship. However, this person needs to remember that since this person is an active participant in this relationship, and relationships are meant to be a balance, that you guys should be leaning on each other. However, this person really trusts you and really likes to follow your lead. And I really think that that's also another indication of just how dedicated this person is and how this person feels about you. There's a lot of trust here. The next card is the Sun of Life, and this represents how you see your partner. This person really inspires you and really ignites that life force within you. You like to shine within this person's light. There's a deep admiration for this person. The next card represents how this person sees you, and this is the Knight of Arrows. This person sees you as somebody who is very smart, very intuitive. This person has a lot of trust in you, just deep, deep admiration. This person also really admires your passions. The outcome is the pole star, and this represents hope. This represents a guiding light. This could also indicate that there is something a lot this is an acknowledgement that there's something much more to this relationship than just you, and it has to do with your collective effort, your collective sense of faith that you guys both share. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to see what you guys need to learn to make this relationship successful. The Emperor, love and kindness, working together. The Temperance. You guys are very, very loving towards each other, and this is just reinforcing the loving and kindness that you guys share. And the way, and working together, and the way that you guys deliver your messages to each other really has to do with a gentleness, because I really think that you guys both respond better to gentleness than in regards to somebody who comes across as really overbearing. But I think that you guys, this is a really strong relationship that you guys can continue to grow and build. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.